Why are you even standing there? You're just a man in a costume." The woman's voice pierced the silence like a knife, her words sharp, her tone dripping with disdain. Tourists gasped, parents pulled their children closer, but the guard standing at the tomb of the unknown soldier didn't flinch. He held his rifle at his side, his chin high, his eyes locked forward with unshakable focus. The woman, emboldened by the silence, stepped closer. Her striped shirt clung to her as she raised her phone, snapping pictures, smirking as though this sacred place were nothing more than a circus act. "What's the point of this anyway?" "You don't scare me," she sneered, her voice rising louder as if demanding a reaction. But the soldier remained still. Rain, thunder, scorching heat, none of it had broken his discipline before, and he would not break now. His silence wasn't weakness, it was strength. Yet the crowd shifted uncomfortably, outrage brewing in their eyes. They knew the sanctity of this place, they knew the weight of his duty. But she, this woman blinded by arrogance, saw none of it. Finally, she crossed the line. She reached out as though to block his path, mocking his stiff march. "What if I just stood in your way, huh? What are you going to do then?" she barked. That was it. The air snapped like a thunderclap. With a voice like steel cutting through the air, the guard turned, his boots striking the stone with authority. "Ma'am, stand back and show proper respect." His words boomed across the courtyard, echoing off the marble. The crowd froze, their spines straightening as if the command was directed at them too. The woman stumbled backward, her smirk fading, her face pale. For the first time, she realized this wasn't a joke. This was no actor in a costume. This was a soldier, a guardian, a man sworn to protect the memory of those who never came home. The tomb of the unknown soldier is not just stone and silence. It is the final resting place for those whose names were lost to war, whose families never had the chance to bury them. Every guard who stands watch takes an oath that goes beyond flesh and bone. Rain or shine, in the heat of summer or the freezing cold of winter, they walk their post with precision, discipline, and reverence. To them, breaking formation isn't an option. They embody respect itself. And yet here was this woman mocking it all. The crowd's mood shifted. Where once there had been gasps, now there was applause. People clapped, not for a spectacle, but for the soldier's poise. His words weren't just a warning to her, they were a reminder to everyone watching that some things in this world are sacred, untouchable, and worthy of reverence. The woman, now red with embarrassment, muttered under her breath and backed away into the crowd. But her arrogance had already been stripped bare. Parents whispered to their children about the meaning of honor, about why these guards never break their composure. And though she had tried to turn the moment into her own stage, the spotlight shifted. It no longer belonged to her, it belonged to the soldier. Behind that unflinching face was a story she couldn't begin to understand. Years of training, long nights of sacrifice, the knowledge that his role wasn't performance. It was promise. A promise to every fallen hero that they would never be forgotten, that their memory would be guarded with the same strength they had shown in battle. And that's why he didn't strike her. He didn't curse or shove. He didn't lower himself to her level. His reaction was more powerful than any confrontation. He used his discipline, his composure, and his commanding voice to remind her, and everyone else, that respect is not optional here. It is demanded. The woman disappeared into the crowd, her arrogance silenced. But the lesson remained, echoing long after the moment passed. People left that day with a story they would tell for years. Not about the woman, but about the soldier who showed them what dignity looked like in the face of disrespect. The morale: true strength is not in anger. True strength is standing firm in your principles when tested. The soldier could have ignored her. He could have lashed out. Instead, he chose the path of discipline, the very foundation of his service. And in doing so, he didn't just shut her down. He reminded everyone that some places, some sacrifices, are sacred. So the next time arrogance tries to mock honor, remember the tomb guard. Silent when silence is required, thunderous when respect is broken, and always, always unshakable in duty. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know how you feel in the comment.